Hello. Good morning, dear student, dear parents. I hope that you're fine. And please take care of yourself. Wash your hand, wearing your mask, and please don't forget to use your sanitizer. It's Summit International Schools. It's time for science. Our lesson today in Unit 2, lesson number 1, page from 47 until 57. Our lesson today it's about how do engineers work. So, problem solvers and engineers use math and science to solve everyday problems. So, the engineers use science and math. They use both of those, science and math, to solve every problem they have facing. And also, we have many kinds of engineering. Here are some examples. Number 1, it's robotic engineer. Robotic engineer, what do you mean by robotic engineers? Robotic engineers, those engineers who makes the robot. Do you know the robot? Of course you do. So those who makes the robot, we call them robotic engineers. And here, this girl, it's civil engineer. What do you mean by civil engineers? Civil engineers, those engineers who designing the roads and building houses, school and restaurant and so on. Those are civil engineer. And also we have mechanical engineer. Mechanical engineers, those engineers who make the car, vans, and trucks and so on. Those are mechanical engineer. So here we have a designing process. What do you mean by designing process? And engineers, if they facing any problem, they have to make designing process. So this is designing process. What do you mean by designing process? Designing process, it's a plan with steps. So if you want to make a design process, we're going to make it with steps. So here we have five steps. Number one, it's find the problem. And here number 2, we have plan and build. Number 3, it's test and improve. Number 3 is test and improve. Excellent. Number 4 is redesigning. And of course, the last one is communicate. So we're going to talk about each one of those, and let's go. Here it's number 1. Number 1, it's find the problem. So this boy, his name is Jack. So let's figure out what Jack problem. Jack has an itch in his back and he cannot reach it. So he thought about something help him to reach his back. So Jack problem is, let's think, let's go. What is Jack problem? Jack problem is he need to find a way to scratch his back. This is Jack problem. So Jack problem is excellent. He need to find a way to scratch his back. This is Jack problem, and this is step number 1. So here we find the problem. And our next step is plan and build. So Jack choose a solution. So he need to try it to figure out if is it work or not. So he draw and write a table of the plants and the kind of material that he needed. So here, this is the material. Here we have paper tube and tape and straws to build a scratcher, right? So he need paper tube, tape, and straws. This is number 2. So he made his plan and built. And then we move to number 3. After he made the scratcher, or after he made the scratchers, let's see the step number 3. Step number 3 here in this picture, he tests the scratcher with his friend. So to see if it works and does it solve this problem or no. So here in this picture, he tests the scratcher and to figure out if it's work and does it solve the problem or not. And then we're going to move to the next step and see. Here it's redesigning. Redesigning. What do you mean by redesigning? Jack think of the way to redesigning his scratcher. Why? To make it better. So he needs the way to redesigning his scratchers to make it better than the first time. So he replace the straws with sticks to make the scratchers harder. So he think the way to make his scratchers harder or better. So he replaced the straws with sticks. This is step number 4. And the last step we have here, it's communicate. Communicate. So Jack write down or draw it's what he did and how he did a plan and redesigning to make his scratchers better, and how he did try to improve and redesigning his scratchers. He write all that down to help anyone who need to make or to build a scratchers. This is our lesson today. It's all about our lesson today. It's very simple and very easy lesson. And the last, we're going to move to our homework, of course. And this is your homework. Please, it's very easy. So if you have any questions, I am here with my love, Miss Asia. I love you so much. Bye-bye.